the first classic Thunder and Blue Oval Saloons combined race here at Snetterton, about to get underway. On the front row, it's Peter Cook and James McIntyre. On the second row, Craig Rayner and AJ Owen. Third row, Ollie Allen and Stuart Day. Row 4 is Mike Webb and Terence Clark. Daniel Clives and Andy Pearman is the position of top 10 in qualifying. The race is underway then, and down into front of the first time it's Pete Cook, and it's a good start from Stuart Day. He's up to second, the top 3 already getting away. Craig Rayner the third of those cars. Stuart Day from a fabulous first half of a lap. He's gone from 6th to 2nd place in his Ford Escort WRC. That's a powerful car that Stuart Day has. Class A 2 car, that is. Two-wheel drive Escort with a Mitsubishi Evo that leads the way of Peter Cook's a four-wheel drive car, but back up into 2nd place has come Craig Rayner ahead of Stuart Day, and it's very close as the cars head out of Murray's the first time, but the power of the Evo 9 there pulls away down the front straight here at Snetterton across the line then, and it is Stuart Day then best half to second. He's got ahead of Craig Rayner, and then in 4th position was the number 19 car. That's James McIntyre. He started on the front row of the grid. So back down the old S's, Ronald and Nelson for the race leader. Peter Cook back into 2nd place, as we said across the line last time. Stuart Day, he's ahead of Craig Rayner then. Craig Rayner, the first of the Blue Oval Saloon car. The second of those is that car there. That's no, Ollie Allen. In class B, I think he's a Blue Oval Saloon competitor though. So, round in quorum, onto the brakes for Murray's, and it's Stuart Day, still there just ahead of Rayner. Rayner, the Blue Oval Saloon leader, just ahead of James McIntyre, right there in as well. He's in a new BMW M3 this weekend, a great battle here as well. Simon Beaumont, Terence Clark, and the Sierra, I think was Bradley Gelman. Yes, I think it was Bradley Gelman in that battle. A huge range of cars though we see in the combined race of the Performance Car Classic Thunder Series and the Burton Power Blue Oval Saloons here at this Classic Touring Car Racing Club race day, supporting the Citroen 2CV 24-hour race, and it's still Pete Cook leads the way, and the battle for second continues between Stuart Day, Craig Rayner. Not far behind the duo of them, it's James McIntyre. Then we have AJ Owen, not that far in front of Ollie Allen in his very fast Ford Fiesta. There's Bradley Gelman, who's got ahead, and Simon Beaumont and Terence Clark back to the leaders today on the battle for 2nd place. Stuart Day and Craig Rayner nose to tail with James McIntyre almost at the back of them now as they head down the centre straight. But once again, the Escort, the 2-wheel drive car, the A2 leader therefore, powers down the straight and pulls out a gap once more. 20-minute race this one. Just going through there, leading that trio of cars was Kevin Williams in the Ford Sierra, and got Andy Pearman here, who had to stop the pit lane in the end. He's got going though, and he's working his way up the order. Pearman in that Ford Sierra Cosworth. Back with us then, and James McIntyre perhaps just starting to lose out now to the battle for 2nd position between Day and Rayner. What about the battle between Beaumont and Clark then? Check that out in a second, because McIntyre much faster around here, and well, the lower keeper is the race leader. Pete Cook very slow around the second part of the circuit, and we had Rayner back in front of Dave, but Dave once again powered through back into that 2nd place. And here's the battle in Beaumont, Simon Beaumont and Terence Clark behind in the Ford ST, Simon Beaumont in the Ford Escort, and up onto 2 wheels there. That's a 34 car. That was Matt Edwards in the Escort Mark II. He's chasing John Edwards Parton down the centre straight. And back down the Ronald and Nelson, the top 4 almost together now. Cook, Dave, Rayner, McIntyre all together, not that far behind either. AJ Owen, and then in 6th position, Dakar Ollie Allen. And they have lapped Amanda Ewings in the Peugeot 206. And here come the leaders then down to Murray's. He top 4 almost pretty much together. More lappery just up the road. Stuart Day gets a massive slide on as he exits Murray's. Doesn't really lose too much time. And James McIntyre, who are now starting to really put a lot of pressure on to Craig Rayner in the battle for 3rd and 4th position overall as they cross the line to complete yet another lap of this 20-minute race. There's a Simca Rallye 2 and Daniel Burrows just going through. The leaders just chasing their way now into Brundle. They're nose to tail for the lead now. Cook and Day absolutely together. Stuart Day, the only other Class A car within Classic Thunder at the front there. And that means he has lots of power, just like Peter Cook does. So he's able to go with him down the straights. And it's side by side almost for 3rd. Now can change back and goes right around the outside of Craig Rayner through Corb. Rayner holds on though and stays in front of McIntyre as they now put the power on as Stuart Day slows and James McIntyre almost into the back of him there. And suddenly Stuart Day car did not power off Murray's like it usually does. So that's allowed Peter Cook perhaps just to break away a little bit as the leaders complete the 7th lap of the race. It's now 3 seconds he's got over Craig Rayner as they now onto the 8th lap of this race. So about half distance now, and Simon Bowman and Terence Clark still having a great scrap as they head through Murray's. Bowman a bit wide up the corner. Terence Clark unable to capitalise on any thing there, so they carry on down the straight. Bowman in Class B, and so is Terence Clark, so a class battle on there. And McIntyre up to 2nd, he's got ahead of Craig Rayner now, and of course up to 4th over AJ, and Stuart Day still going, he's in 5th place though. How's that Escort WRC car behaving? Has it got a problem? Ollie Allen not all that far ahead of Bradley Gelman there. Mike Webb at the time for the race as well as the top. Oh, I thought it was the top 3 position. No, that's a back marker in the middle there. One of the slower Fiestas. But McIntyre really pushing hard. It was Alan Easton in the middle there in the XR2. But what was 2.9 seconds, in fact, to actually McIntyre was 3.7. He's at 1.8. Almost 2 seconds caught on that last lap by McIntyre. And it looks like Stuart Day into retirement. The car slows. He's going to be peeling off into the pit lane. So Stuart Day retires from the race, making the 2nd retirement from this one. 19 cars left out there. Here are your leaders, James McIntyre and that BMW M3 pushing hard, closing in the leader, and AJ Owen now starts to close in Craig Rayner for 3rd overall. So that's a battle that I'm sure will develop, and in 5th overall, Ollie Allen now in that modified Ford Fiesta. The 6th position, that is Bradley Gelman in that Ford Sierra Cosworth, but almost knows the tail for the lead now. Peter Cook takes a deep line into Murray's, and that's allowed McIntyre right onto his tail, but then Cook puts that power down that Evo blasts away down the straight, and McIntyre unable to do anything about him, although of course in his own class, Class B, of course he's leading the way. AJ Owen, another class leader, he's in Class C in Classic Thunder. The long race battle between Simon Beaumont and Terence Clark continues. Great battle between the two of them. So they come up across the centre straight. The two cars very equal. On board with Peter Cook, then headed underneath the bridge into Brundle, then the Fiesta to lap, and the Evo almost goes straight on there. He's on the grass. James McIntyre now is going to be right on his tail as they head through Nelson, and the title line had to be taken there by Peter Cook, and there goes James McIntyre. He's taken the lead then, so you've got a new race leader. James McIntyre was down at the bottom of the top 5 in the early stages of this race after a poor start in the less powerful BMW. Now leads the way as they head through Coram Cove. So now what can McIntyre do? He managed to close in the Evo, put him under pressure. Peter Cook made a mistake up there at Brundle, right onto the grass, allowing McIntyre to go for another mistake by the Evo, all over the grass once again. The car rolls sideways through Murray's, bounces over the grass, so that means not being able to make the best use of his power either this time will be Peter Cook as they blast up across the line once again. He does tries to put the pressure back onto James McIntyre possibly. 2.5 seconds, so was the gap between the two of them. McIntyre there just lapping one of the slower Fiestas, Dimitrios Niraforu in the Mark 1 car. And up on the inside of him now to Peter Cook as they head through Montreal Hairpin and through the left-hander Chapman curve. And now you can see quite a good gap that is from McIntyre. But now the power goes down on the Evo and he will close in on McIntyre. as he does here, almost making the BMW look like a bat marker here. The Evo catches such a speed down the straight, but then has to get onto the brakes and right onto the tail now he is. Oh, that McIntyre once again as they head through Brundle, then down another gear into Nelson. Then McIntyre gets the power on earlier, pulls away, but then again the more powerful Evo closes back in for the bomb hole, and again McIntyre taking more corner speed. He has to, and looking up at the inside of the corner there for a second there with Peter Cook. Not really a passing opportunity though. And then down into Murray. No defence really for James McIntyre, because of course his pace is on the corners. He doesn't have the pace down the straight, and he just could not defend down the straight, so the Evo blasts back into the lead. So Peter Cook didn't lead for a lap across the line. He takes the lead once again. And actually pulled out a second by the time he crossed the line. Down a gear he has to go for Richie's, but he's back into the lead. So once again, Peter Cook in the Evo 9 leads the way as they head down into the Montreal hairpin. Great couple of laps on board with him. That's A. Tuckley about to be lapped, ex-mighty mini racer, and in front of him somebody's taken to the grass there. Is that Lindsay Hutton possibly? No, well, let's take a replay of Peter Cook's massive slide through Murray's had to take the grass back onto the circuit though. And he's back into the race lead now, as you can see here as they head down to Nelson. James McIntyre is going to try and stay with him. It's going to be so hard for him to win the race. As Lindsay Hutton makes another mistake over the grass there. He's had to straight line the S's there. And then the battle for third and fourth, because we haven't seen these for a few laps, we've been watching the battle for the lead. Well, it's Craig Rayner still in front of AJ Owen, and a bit of a gap between the two of them now. Now, Simon Beaumont by himself, so something's happened between him and Thomas Clark. It's Beaumont who has dropped back in his Escort. And McIntyre kicks Peter Cook under pressure once again, but then of course the power of the Evo 9 means he can power off into the distance down the straights once again. And there's A. Tuckley, he's about to be lapped by the 23 car Craig Rayner. You can see in the background the number 37 car Graham Ewings. The BMW E30 has got pulled off into retirement. So we're down to 18 cars on circuit. Although we're hearing Andy Pearman in the Ford Sierra Cosworth also retired. So down to 17 now for the last 1/3 of the race. So it is still Peter Cook that leads from James McIntyre. Good battle here though, heading down into Nelson. That's John Edwards Parton in his Fiesta, and Matt Edwards in his Escort Mark II. Great battle that is. But here are your race leaders, and they are nose to tail because McIntyre are not letting that Evo get away. He is pushing to the maximum there. Peter Cook maybe not always able to turn his boost level right up to the maximum on that Evo, and that's when McIntyre got ready, put him under pressure, and he's much quicker through the corners. He's right on the tail of Peter Cook as they head into Nelson, just passing the stranded car of Graham Ewings and almost sideways side out of Murray. Then James McIntyre puts the power on earlier, but then of course the Evo's power just come into the battle for third on. Now AJ went right into the tail of Craig Rayner, and they're about to start their final lap of the race. And there's the 23 car of AJ Owen. He won the first 3 races of the season, and we've got a problem here. That's Kevin Williams. He's heading into the pit lane, leaving 16 cars to contest the final lap of the race. Huge slide there, just in front of the race leader Peter Cook. That's from Matt Edwards, but Peter Cook now with a bit more of a comfortable margin to James McIntyre, who's in second. Craig Rayner still ahead of AJ Owen in the battle for third and fourth. Ollie Allen's fifth, sixth is Terence Clark, seventh Bradley Gelman, eighth John Edwards Parton, ninth is Matt Edwards, and tenth I should say is Simon Beaumont. We're on the final lap of the race. Peter Cook is once again under pressure with James McIntyre, who tries to come up across up alongside him, unable to do so, so he's going to take the win. It's Peter Cook, second to James McIntyre, a great performance in the Class B E46 BMW M3. Third is just going to go to Craig Rayner, just in front of AJ Owen as they cross the line, and in fifth position is going to go to this Ford Fiesta of Ollie Allen, a great drive from him. He's going to cross the line in fifth position.